Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. That's right, this is a members only video. Guys, what are we talking about today? Today, I wanted to show you something that's called a long short portfolio. And don't get lost. Just listen to me, right? Listen to me. One of the things that I wanted to tell you is that this is for your knowledge, right? Some of you might not know this. Some of you may, right? But when you hear things like this, there are things that you need to know at least what somebody's talking about, right? For example, a hedge fund. What does a hedge fund do, right? Everybody talks about the hedgies, this and that and the other. But 90% of the people who talk about that don't know what the hell they're talking about, right? They're just going off of memes and stuff like that. So I wanted to show you in real time what a long short portfolio is and how these hedge funds, right? And this is just a simple example, not financial advice. I'm just going to show you the process on how it is that these companies do it and how these guys overall don't lose money, right? Whatever you have to say, a few of them do lose money because they get in trouble by leveraging, by doing things on credit. But all you have to do is do simple math, stay constant and consistent. And the Lehman Brothers and bigger companies like that have mathematical models to do this on a very large scale with billions of dollars, right? So, but the concepts are pretty much the same. Again, this is not financial advice. It's just for your entertainment so you guys understand the concept of how you can actually invest in a single stock, right? And play both sides, right? What do you have to do when you're a hedge fund, right? What you have to do is not lose money, right? And you have to outperform the market. I'm going to show you two contracts here. This was space, right? When I bought this for this example, I waited for space to be down about 90%, right? And a lot of these hedge funds have a long short portfolio, means that they're looking at long term, right? And they're looking at short term, and also long calls, right? When they put an order for something that's going to sell for more in the future, or when they shorted stock, right? When they think the stock is going to go down. Sometimes they combine the two, right? In order to come up with a winning proposition. What am I talking about here? Let's look at space here. This is Virgin Galactic is what it is, right? And that's the call letters for it, right? In this contract here, right? The current price is $61. That's the market value. This contract was purchased for $44, right? So it's made money. As you can see, the total return is 38%, right, on here. You're not going to get that at a bank, right? You're not. But a hedge fund, what do they do? They hedge risk, right? So they're going to take a little bit of this, right, and bet it the other way, basically, right? Or make another contract on a put. This is a call. A call means that I agree to buy these shares at this price in the future, thinking that they're going to be more, right? So this is a $6 call, and this is due on 7/21. You see that, July 21st. So on July 21st, I put a deposit of $44, right, to say that I'm going to buy 100 shares of space at $6, basically $600, right? I have the right to do that with this contract. Now, what's on the other side of this contract? On the other side of this contract is a put. I'm saying that this stock is going to go down, right? And if you look at this contract, it cost me 22 and it's lost 22%. So if you take 22 from 38, that's a difference around 15 and change, with the decimals, right? You're still making money. Like I could close these out right now, both contracts, and I would have made money, right? What hedge funds do, they close them at the right time, right? Depending on their calculations, depending on their model, and they'll close them at that point. But see, their business model is not to make 10x returns. No, they just have to beat the market. In general, they want 10% a month. That's what they're looking for. If they can get that, they're absolutely happy, right? Because they get the most amount of earnings with a less amount of risk, right? So if you look at this trade right here, I made 15% on this money, right? With zero risk. I could close it right now. I made, close to 15%, and I'm done. Now imagine doing that over hundreds and thousands of trades, hundreds of companies, different sectors. That's what they do. That's what you couldn't do in the Amico. That's why the Amico is not like Wall Street. This is what I was trying to explain to people. You couldn't short the Amico. When you bought into the Amico, right, or you were buying into Republic, you couldn't short that stock. You couldn't buy it and say, okay, let me buy this stock and I'll give you a deposit for another 10,000 shares and I'll sell them right now to somebody else. And I promise to return them in 3 years for, whatever the amount are. And you're betting that it's going to go lower, right? So you own shares that, are going to go up in value and you can short the stock. So that takes away your risk on that type of investment, but you couldn't do it in Amico because it's set up that way. It's set up for you not to be able to do these things because they want all the money and you taking all the risk. And this is how hedge funds hedge some of the risk out, right? So when people tell you you can't make money right now in the stock market or you can't make money on crypto, it's absolutely false. Right? You can play both sides of a trade. And if you time it right, you'll be guaranteed money, as you can see, as I demonstrated here. All right, guys, that was just, to show you so you can understand how a long short portfolio works. And you can do this over time, right? You can do this over years. You can do this over 6 months, 3 months, whatever. That's why it's called a long short portfolio. And that's one of the basic principles a lot of hedge funds. I hope that was informative to you and you're getting your money's worth out of the club. Guys, also there is if you haven't seen it, there is a Wii U, right, that I'm going to put up for sale tomorrow. If you guys want it, just let me know. I got it for 80. You guys can have it for 100. Just pay for the shipping wherever you want it. If not, I'll just list it on eBay tomorrow. So hit me up. Guys, I hope that was helpful. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. And I really do thank you for your membership. Have a great night.